Hello and welcome to all of you new subscribers that came from AKB48 Daily. Now there are quite a bit of you and I'm super glad that you guys decided to check me out and subscribe. You can go check out my playlist if you want to see more videos about me. There's variety videos, news videos, and photo book videos. And this video, for example, is a variety video. So this could be anything. This is a bi-monthly series where I just do whatever, but it has to be idol related. I'm not too sure if I'm going to stick with that because it's very hard to come up with ideas that are idol related. I mean, I want to do stuff with wasabi, like more hot sauce stuff, pie stuff, but there's only so much I can think of to relate it to idols. So please let me know if you guys have any ideas about that, and let me know if you guys have any ideas of whether I should keep on doing it with idols or just go crazy and do whatever I want. But moving on, this video is actually going to be about other people in the community who do YouTube videos. Now, those of you not familiar with the AKB48/46 YouTube community, there are quite a few of us. I wish there were more people, but the people that are here are great. So for this video, I will go and show you them so I can spread the love everywhere, and not just to me, but also share this community that we have on YouTube. Now today, I'm going to talk about 6 of these people. I thought about doing 5, but I just couldn't leave one person out. I feel like I had to include all of them. And since there's only 5 cards that YouTube allows you to put on the top right corner, I'm actually going to do 5 of them on the top right. And at the end of the video, I'm going to do like a little special screen for the last person I talk about. So without further ado, let's move on to our first YouTuber who does AKB48 related stuff. And I think the first person I'm going to talk about is actually the person that inspired me to start making these videos. And that's this fellow person right here. It's SwellTakuTV. When I first started getting into the AKB48 community, it was around December, middle of December time, maybe towards Christmas. And I just started watching AK Bingo, Nogi Bingo, and I was getting really into it. So I decided to check out what kind of videos there are on YouTube. And I didn't see much personality-wise. Like I saw a lot of like clips mashed together or like funny compilations, but not a lot of personality-driven content. And SwoleTaku or Jimmy is one of the first people that I saw that actually had a personality YouTube channel that relates to them. And the video that actually drew me to him was this one. This video is about a photo book review. The thing that got my attention was this funny skit that he had in the beginning, and this seriously caught my eye, and I just kept on watching from there. And actually something interesting happened. I actually got to meet him in Anime LA, which is a local convention near me actually. And you know, I was like super fresh into AKB48. I was like a week or 2 into AKB48, and I went and I was like, oh hey, I saw your YouTube videos and someone else's YouTube videos, which I talk about later. And I was like, oh man, I'm getting into this community, and like I was like a mess. I didn't know exactly what was going on. I was like super dumb. They asked me who's Yoshi. I'm like, like it was just like a big a big cluster because I had like no idea really what was going on. I was just like barely learning about these, even what idols were. So thanks to people like this, I was able to know more about them and able to see all the different reach that people could get. So I'm going to go over a couple of the videos he's done, and in the playlist you can go check it out. And this is one of them. He actually does vlogs about his hobbies, and in this particular vlog he's talking about like workout, and also he's talking about getting ready to interview some idols. So if you're interested in that, I recommend checking it out. As you can see, he does song covers as well. He does so much stuff. I definitely recommend checking him out. In this video you can see that this is actually the reactions that his SoCal group does, and they watch the Sosenkyo and they actually react to it, and it's a really fun video to watch. I watched a couple of the years that they've done it, and it's always a fun time and it feels like you're there with them. So that's Jimmy's channel. Be sure to check him out and tell him I sent you. There's a whole bunch of content there and I definitely recommend it. I feel like I've been saying definitely recommend it a lot. Next up, we have the next person that I actually met at Anime LA, and that's Buhatsu. Now, that's a Japanese tongue twister for those of you who don't know, and I always have the hardest time pronouncing the name. But as you can see, there's a lot of content here, and it's not just AKB48 related. It does have AKB48 and 46 videos, but this mainly focuses on idols in general. In this channel, you can see there's a lot of content, And right here, this video that's playing, for example, is one of the vlogs that is uploaded testing a new mic. There's also different vlogs of them going to the SoCal meeting and doing the Sosenkyo thing, just like Jimmy did. And there's a whole bunch of vlog content that you can see that they do. Sometimes they go to concerts and vlog the thing, like vlog the people they meet, even the dinner before and stuff like that. It's a really fun channel to watch if you're into vlogging or into the next thing. Now, the other thing is this. This is actually them reacting to PVs, and they do a whole bunch of different idols. They've even gotten recognized by some of the idols, and it's a really good time to watch if you want to see someone else's reaction to the music videos. I don't think I would do this because I'm afraid of copyright and AKS taking over, but they do stuff like this all the time. So if you feel like that'll be your jam, then I recommend checking it out. They also do the series where they drive and do like a little podcast thing. I think it's super dangerous to drive and talk like that, concentrating with the laptop there and everything. But I mean, you could do it if you want. Just be careful out there. And another series that's on their channel is actually photo book first looks. And it's not just from AKB people. It's from different people in general. So if you're interested to see what other people have to offer in terms of photo book, I definitely recommend checking this out. And I'm going to say definitely recommending a lot in this episode. And finally, they have another series called Non-K-Pop Fans React, where they watch K-pop videos, and even though they say they're not K-pop fans, they watch the videos and just go see the comment section of people disliking them and saying all this kind of stuff. Their reactions are very genuine and they're good reactions. People in the comments need to calm down. But that's Basu Gasu Bakuhatsu. So go check them out and tell them I sent you. And for all of these, just go tell them I sent you. I feel like we get closer as a community by doing that, by knowing who sends who, and like just being all connected together brings us closer. Now, next up is another channel that I actually checked out in the beginning of my idleness thing, where it was like, again, like early January when I checked these guys out after the Anime LA thing that I did, and I saw them at. I went to go check these guys out. And I really enjoy their content so far. I mean, they have so much stuff. Again, this is more of an idol related, not AKB exclusive kind of channel. And actually, this video right here is the actual panel I went to when they were in Anime LA. So it's kind of nice to see that. And actually, at the end, you can actually see me right there. Really interesting to see how I was back there. I mean, if you look at my hair, it's kind of weird. But I mean, that's how I met them and everything. See, look, there I am. Look at my hair. My hair was like so weird back there. It was like so long. Oh man. And another thing that they do is actually go and interview idols. As for example, here we have them interviewing them, and they even provide English subtitles for us non-Japanese speaking people. And then we have another thing that they do. I feel like everyone so far has done photo book, like first looks, unboxing, stuff like that. So here's their version of it. And there's Jimmy guest starring to help out. And Dave on the right, he was also at the panel. And it's a really interesting, it's a fun unboxing of the photo books. It's not like my videos where I full on critique them. It's more of a fun vibe to them. And finally, they have a podcast, which they do very frequently, about idols in general. It's not 48 specific, again. It's about idols and their life. But yes, that's NSK. Be sure to let them know I sent you and watch their content. There's a lot of good backlog from like way back, so I recommend checking them out. Now, next up is actually a little bit different. This is actually a musician. This musician's channel's name is Ravan Axent. This person mainly covers 48, 46 songs usually. He plays bass and guitar, and recently he's been getting into singing, which is actually interesting, and he sings pretty well too. Here's the cover that he did for Love Trip. Here's one with him singing for High Tension. I think this cover is really good, and I mean, most of his covers are good, if not all of them. So, I mean, nothing negative to say about him. And one thing that I really like is that he did a showroom clipping and he actually made music to what she sang, which I thought was super interesting, and I've never even seen anything close to this done before. So big props to him. I mean, super interesting idea, super creative. As you can see from the videos he's done AKB48, Kiyaki Saka46, Nogi Saka46. He's in so much stuff, and if you're into music and like seeing covers, then this is a person you should definitely look out for. Now, the next person is someone you might not expect me to talk about, but it's actually a Japanese YouTuber. Now, the reason why I'm including this is because it's such a good channel that I feel like it deserves international attention as well. Now this guy Ta-chan, he's actually a really good, like, positive guy, and his channel is really about vlogs about him and his friends going to different Nogizaka concerts. So if you're outside of the Japan place that you guys all know and love, then you could actually see what someone who's actually from Japan experiences in these concerts and handshake events and so many different Nogizaka events in general. So for me, living in the US, it's really interesting to see his perspective on things and him being so positive and great and having so much fun with his friends. It's a really great time watching. Even if I don't understand what he's saying, I definitely get the vibe from what he's saying. So if you're interested at all about the different events that happens in Japan related to Nogizaka, this guy is a must to watch. I mean, even during this video, you can see that they go and see the Nogizaka thing that they did for the second album, and them going and seeing something that you usually don't see from being an international fan, you get to see through his camera lens. So I think it's super great of the guy to do vlogs like this. Not a lot of people do like personality based once again. He does other stuff, like every event is numbered, and he actually goes to like eat, and then he comes back, and then he goes to the concert. He doesn't show inside the concert, probably because of copyright reasons, but it shows like the whole fun vibe of everyone around there before and after the concert, and I definitely recommend it. So go over to his channel, tell him I sent you, go and message him in English. He probably won't understand. I'm not too sure how great his English is, but be sure to let him know and send him lots of love. And finally, last but not least, we have this, the 48 Talk podcast. Now, this is a podcast solely dedicated to AKB48. As you've seen in NSK, they actually did a podcast on idols, but 48 Talk does this specifically on AKB48, which is something that was missing. Now, as you can see, they have 30 episodes, and each of them is like an hour long. And I mean, the stuff they say is so knowledgeable. I mean, I learned a lot from watching this. And I mean, it's that knowledge that you just can't get just by being casual. I feel like they really know what they're saying. And like, whenever they mention a member, I'm like, who was that again? And I have to go look it up. I'm like, man, they just knew it off the top of their head. And I mean, something cool they did was actually a year-end special event. It was a podcast that was 2.5 hours almost, and they just went over and said the best things about 2016, you know, the best song, the worst song, and so many different things. And if you want to know their opinion on 2016 and all the different stuff that happened, including Best Idol and stuff, I definitely recommend going to check that out. And another episode that I want to highlight is the episode that I was on. Yes, I was on their podcast, and it was super fun to be there. And again, that's how I learned these guys are so knowledgeable. And if they invited me again, I'll gladly take them up on the offer. So be sure to check out this episode if you want to see me communicate with them. And I think this is great for people who like want to listen to it maybe in the car, or, you know, just have the audio going on, or watch the video as they're doing something else, or just fully concentrate on what they say, because you can seriously concentrate on what they say and learn so much from them. So as with everyone else, be sure to tell them I sent you and check them out if you want a cool podcast that you can listen to. But that'll do it for this video. Those were 6 people that I definitely recommend checking out on YouTube. I mean, they're other personality-based YouTube. It's not like clips mashed together where it's just like funny compilation. These Japanese girls are so crazy. Go and check them out. Send them all the love. Send them my love too for me. These people are great. They will inspire me to do my own YouTube channel. And I mean, we really need this community together. And I feel like this is a great way to do it. Talking about the other people out there and, you know, kind of giving like shouts out and stuff like that. That'll do it for this time. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to know when I upload. Remember, bi-weekly, not bi-weekly, bi-monthly, I do videos. Variety videos, could be anything. Punishments, photo book critiques, this type, who's my favorite Hyakizaka member, stuff like that. And weekly, I also do a news video about the news of AKB48 group that week. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like the video if you liked it, and check out the playlists in my channel to see other stuff that I've done before. You can always follow me on Twitter if you want to keep up to date with me, and go and enjoy all this free content which these people do for the love of the community and AKB48's group.